All right, welcome back to Just Carve Rob. And what are we carving? Well, we carved this green man the other day for that challenge over at Carving Fusion World of Wood Carvers Original. You have to go to the Facebook group and get all the particulars on the rules. Talk to Claire. She'll let you know all about it. She's one of the admins there. All right, so part of the challenge is you got to carve a green man, which we did, and a friend. We're carving him a spider friend. Spider friend, spider friend. You better watch out, green man. He's going to bite you in the can. If you had a can, yep, that's what he's going to do. All right, so we're going to rough this guy out. We're going to use this SCM, high-speed air tool, SCM. All right. So let's fire this thing up and carve this out. I'm going to let it go live for a little bit, as you would say, so you can actually hear what this thing sounds like when we fire it up. Are you ready? All right, here we go. So that's what it sounds like. If you ever been to the dentist, you know that sound. Yep. And of course, we got this pointy little comb burr in here. It's not focusing, but okay, so let's go ahead and cut this guy out. We're staying, like Jordy says, true to the line, maybe kicked off a little bit that way so that we don't undercut the bum on the spider. And I'm going in about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little less. Want to make sure that I don't get tilted under it because I don't want to undercut the spider hiney. See, I'm keeping it kicked out a little bit. Like that. We don't have the vacuum on. This is just the sound of this air tool. This is hard to carve this way. Got a camera in my face. Need to carve more like Gene Messer. The godfather of flat plains carving, Gene Messer. Gene's been around as long as YouTube. He carves with a knife only. Heck of a nice guy, Gene. I've had the pleasure of conversing with him on via the email or via the comment section on YouTube. I haven't really had a sit-down talk with him. Now, these are just two little bumps. Normally, this is a wolf spider, Chris, Therapy 49. You know what wolf spiders are. He lives over on the east side of Michigan by Detroit. I live on the west coast. Is the best coast. The east coast is the least coast. Only picking on you, Chris. He actually lives over there by Cutsall, or thereabouts, pretty close. I believe Chris is a Cutsall affiliate. I'm not sure, but I think he is. Speaking of which, if you would like to save 5% on your Cutsall tool order, use the code CARVEROB in all caps, and they'll save you 5% over there. Or you can use the code Carving Fusion and throw the and still save 5%. I appreciate it. Helps out the channel. Even though I have not been in contact with Cutsall in a while. I don't know why. Just laziness on my part, and I just don't remember. Okay, so we're cutting the spider in using the SEM high-speed air tool. Trying to stay true to the line, or a little bit, I guess, positive to the line. So positive would be away from, and negative would be like an undercut, I guess. That's what I'm going. That's the way I'm going with it. So you can take that for what it's worth. All right. So, have you guys had enough of this noise from this thing yet? All right, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this guy out. I'll be right back. So I hope you're ready for the dreaded voiceover. Voiceover. All right, so we have the Oz Elite with the saber-tooth burr in there. Elongated flame burr. Coarse green. And it's getting a little bit bitey. So we're going to change over to the saber-tooth yellow, which is a little less aggressive. And it's a 1/32 shaft, because that's what's in this tool here. Okay, so you can see I roughed it out with that. Didn't want to bore you to death with it. Now we have a 1/32 spear burr carbide, and we're digging in deeper. Right, Jordy? Carve deeper. I may have went a little too deep with this spider. I'm like halfway through the 1.5-inch popple dowel rod. Now, if I was putting this spider on a walking stick, we would have probably stopped at the depth that he was at before I started going deeper here. But since this is a worthless piece of art, it'll never go any place but the wood stove, we might as well go deep. See how much we can get that spider to pop. The only problem when you go deep on a round stick is your spider gets skinny. Turns into goes from a fat wolf spider to a starving wolf spider. Okay, so we went deeper. And if this is going too fast for you, you can always just slow the video down. But for time's sake, you can see we're hopscotching around a little bit. And we got the knife, and I'm just showing you with the knife that we round the legs over. But we're going to use the micromotor with the taper gold cut-saw burr to move this thing along a little bit quicker. And we're rounding over the legs, and we'll round over the body and get them in shape here. See, we're rounding over his behind, putting that little segment separation there. I don't know if he's looking like a spider or more like an ant. Spider ant, spider ant. Man, once that song gets in your head, the Spider-Man song, it just sticks there. It just like, it's on permanent loop in my brain right now. Kind of makes me laugh. But then again. So you see, I decided to shave his bum down. I probably should have left it pointy. But with it being real pointy, it looked more like a spider ant to me. So we're shaping the torso. We're going to take that down a little bit. If you really want the spider to look good, the legs, I always like it when the legs are higher than the body, like it's, got the belly touching the ground, his legs are up in the air. But that's a hard task to pull off on a round stick. because it is. You can trust me on that, people. A smaller spider, I could have done it. This spider ended up being, his legs wrapped right around the side of the stick, like he's like hanging on for dear life. Okay, so now we gotta get rid of that burr. We're gonna go to our favorite diamond flame burr, 1/8 inch shaft. Get them from Amazon, and we're smoothing and undercutting and rounding over the legs and all that good stuff like that. Say hi to Spike Willow and Wood Psyche. He just carved a walking stick. Sean Pin on Fire, Sean Brooks, Jordy Johnson at Carving Fusion, Rock of Ages USA. He just carved a 7-foot bear. And Matt Carves, Ben's Studio on the Lake, all those great guys. Sticks and Stones, Kevin over at Sticks and Stones. He's been on the hiatus. Ben, when we going to get some information on that spirit well, buddy? I know, I think Ben's on vacation, so I'm talking to the air. The Carving Fusion World of Woodcarvers Original on Facebook. I believe that comes due in August. Linda Brown. I believe it's in August, but you can always go to Facebook and check with Claire or Chris or one of those guys. One of the administrators, I believe they have a posting on it as far as the contest. And you need to carve a wood spirit or a green man and a friend. So that's why I'm putting the spider on this stick. You can see we're smoothing that all out. Doing a little undercutting. We'll go over to one of them burrs that look like a nail to do the undercutting under the legs. Right now I'm just kind of sanding everything out with this burr, this diamond flame burr. Don't have to be all that great, the sand job, because we're going to do, you know what we're going to do, right? We're not going to paint it. We're going to wood burn it. And we're going to use our wood burner on 2 different settings. Because this spider, he's a race spider. He's got racing stripes going down his back. Or he sharded himself, I don't know. But anyway, he's got light brown stripes that runs down his back. And the rest of him is a dark brown. There's that nail head. It's like a nail head. You can get these from Amazon in the assorted pack. Just got to look for them. I need to get the bigger ones. And you can see we're doing the undercuts. Works real good for doing undercuts. Works real good for flattening out your surface too. Okay, so that's what he's looking like right there. All right. So there he is, all wood burnt. Yeah, I didn't get no footage of the wood burning. See the racing stripes? Light brown, and then I really burn them with the wood burner to get them dark brown. See them big eyeballs? I know spiders don't have eyes like that, just carved Rob. Well, this spider does, because he's living a life with a green man. It's all fancy. Share, subscribe, and like. Be awesome. Carve something awesome. We'll catch you on the next one. All right? All right. Bye-bye.